What's up, you guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Smart Talk. We're talking about real struggles, real stories, and entrepreneurs that came from the ground up. Today, I got my boy Pascal in the
What's up,
building.
buddy?
Hey, what's up, G?
Fucking nervous.
Damn, bro, long time coming.
Yeah, absolutely.
Finally got you on the chair, bro.
I know, dude. I'm not running the cameras right now.
I know, man.
I'm
He's
sitting
he's
big
usually
dog chair now.
yeah, he's usually the camera guy, but this guy's a man of all trades. He does a lot for
Do it
me in the
all.
past, and we've done a lot shit going forward. So, but I'm excited to hear your story, bro. A lot of people seeing your ups and downs in your life, bro.
Oh
So
yeah, no,
I'm
absolutely.
excited to fucking get the meat off the bone and dig
Meat
in,
off the
bro.
bone.
I
Oh,
know.
we're gonna run through it. Yeah.
So yeah, just introduce yourself, bro.
My name is Pasco. I'm a DJ now. Um, that's all I do now. Used to fucking work at Intel, fucking do IT and shit. Now I'm just a fucking full-time DJ and a dad.
How you like being a
That's
dad?
it. Dude, it's amazing, dude. I really like it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a dad to 3 daughters now. I care for them a lot, dude. And they're the ones that like motivate me to do everything I do.
Yeah. How do you feel that a lot of people don't really pay attention to their kids as much as they should?
I honestly like pisses me off, and it helps me like separate myself from the people I should be around. Cause like I feel like that's one thing that shows like character.
Mhm.
Like for me, like I'm a DJ. Like I go out, I party and shit and everything. Everybody knows that. Like they see my shit. Like I'm out, but I make it a point like every night to make sure I go home to my kids, and I still take care of my kids when I need to.
Mhm.
So,
But before you became a dad and a big time DJ in Albuquerque, well, how were you like in middle school and high school? Like your personality type?
oh dude, I was shy as fuck, and you've known that. I've only changed like these last like 2 years. That I've been different. But ever since I was a kid, I've always been shy. I was like overweight. I never went outside. Had asthma and shit like that. So, but all I did was like grow up and like listen to like music all the time when I was like inside. So, I mean, like it was pretty cool.
Did you have a good social life in high school? Like, were you pretty popular, or
I
you
mean,
were
I,
you to
I, I
yourself?
was like in high school, like a lot of people like came over to my house. Like my parents worked at night, so fucking 7 o'clock every night, all the homies would pull up to the house, and we would party until midnight. I was the only kid that had like a hookah and shit like that, so people would roll by, and then we just fucking download music and like listen to music all night. I literally had parties every night at my house through high school.
Yeah,
Even when I dropped out, dude, homies were still coming to my house.
because you're like the only person that was smoking hookah back at that time, right?
Yeah, dude, I was literally like the only one. So a lot of the homies would come by for that. And fucking, dude, we used to have a guy that we'd pay like $20 at Smith's for a bottle. And dude, he'd give us a whole trash bag full of bottles and everything. So I was the only kid that had bottles. I had hookah. I had everything at my house.
Hey, my
So
boy's lit, huh?
yeah, so we just partied all the time. So I was always like me and my boy talked about it, but like we've always like been accustomed to like hosting like people or like throwing parties like for ourselves.
Uh
So
huh.
I think that's why I think like where I fit in now as a DJ.
Yeah.
So
So after you're like, you're partying it up in high school and just chilling and shit, what did you do after high school?
yeah, after high school, I went through a lot of shit in high school. Like right after high school, right off the bat, I was working at a shoe store. So I dropped out of high school in 2006. So I was working at a shoe store, and I thought I had it made already. I was like working at the mall, fucking collecting shoes, and then after that, I just did so many multiple things. After I left that, I fucking worked at FedEx office for a little bit. Got tired of that. Moved back to California. I lived in San Diego for a whole year. Worked at Target. Came back here, dude. And I literally just like went through it. Like from then until I want to say like 25. Like I really didn't know what I was doing with my life. So like at one point like I would find things like I wasn't struggling. Like, I would always find things that I was always good at. Like 2 years I spent at a place where I was like repairing cell phones and like taught myself how to repair iPhones, iPads, shit like that for a little bit. So I always like excelled, but I was like got tired of it. So but then like I got stuck in like the call center game for a little bit. I got tired of that too. Fucking started doing IT. Was really good at that. But just recently I got let go of Intel at May, and then I got obviously between me and you already know that I got like a pretty like fat check. But for me, that was when I found like was like fuck it, I'm gonna invest in myself for once, and that's when I bought all my DJ equipment.
Mhm.
Like I had a setup before, but I started taking myself more serious and upgraded everything.
Mhm.
So
Whenever you're bouncing from job to job, did you like didn't really know what you're doing? Like you kind of just, you weren't too sure like who you were as a person.
no, no, yeah, no, most definitely, and like it's a thing that I've always like lived with. It's almost like an identity crisis and shit. Always trying to figure out like if I do fit in or not, because I always like have people that look up to me and tell me that like I'm doing a good job, but for some reason it's always never been like fulfilling. So even as a DJ, like right now, like there's always like ups and downs of like being a DJ. Like people tell me I'm good, people tell me I'm great, but then sometimes I'm like, am I doing the right thing right now? But I mean, I definitely get more positive reinforcement from like all my friends and peers now. So like it doesn't feel like that most of the time, but like that feeling gets smaller and smaller by the day.
Who taught you how to DJ?
To be honest, myself. So like my cousin's a DJ. He's the one that gave me my first decks. Like he just hooked me up with them. I downloaded the program to learn how to DJ. Well, not to learn how to DJ, but to use and fucking from there. Like I just taught myself how to watch YouTube videos, and I just do. I literally like I practice every day. Like if there's a pair of decks in front of me, I'll play, or even if I have my laptop, like I'll think of songs in my head to mix together, and like I'll have to run that shit. Like I just can't stop doing that.
Was that something you've always wanted to do, or just something you kind of just like,
Yeah.
let me just fucking try it?
No, no, well, no, it wasn't a try. I mean, like I was kind of like pushed into it just because I was talking to one of the homies and told him like I had a pair of decks and he owned a hookah lounge at the time, and he was like, "Oh, why don't you come and spin?" And I was like, "I really don't know how." He's like, "Dude, just fucking learn, just get down." And from then on, like that's when it started. Like I was like, "Oh, I do like this." So like ever since then, I just couldn't stop.
Mm-hmm.
So
How was spinning at the Palms? Did you like it?
to be honest, that's a whole different story. I liked it because the fact I liked playing music, but then also just the environment over there at the time wasn't the best. Like I did feel like lonely at times. So a lot of people know the story about the Palms and everything. That was when I fell into like real bad like addiction, and I was like an alcoholic back then. So like I would spin and I would kind of get upset because we had a business to run. There was people at the hookah lounge, like customers. I'd be spinning and like all my homies would be in the back getting fucked up, not taking care of the customers, not caring about shit. So like at that time, like I did feel lonely. So yeah, it sucked spinning over there.
Why do you feel like you like got into addiction and shit like that?
Again, it goes back into not the whole identity crisis thing, but it's just like it's a confidence thing too. Like I pinpointed all my reasons like way back, I think in May, like when me and you became friends again, and a lot of it came from like me not being able to like speak up for myself. So that's when I got into like addiction and like started doing like blow, like drinking like fucking a bottle of Hennessy every day, just to kind of like numb that, you know. So because I feel like my voice like didn't matter, because I would see things change and stuff like that, like even between like how people would treat me like when you were around the lounge and stuff like that. But if you were gone, whole different attitude from people, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it just kind of showed me that people didn't like care.
Mm-hmm.
So
What was the turning point where you're like, you know what, I'm gonna put the bottle down. I'm gonna stop feeling sorry
uh,
for myself. I'm gonna do better.
for me, I went through a whole year pretty much of isolation, like by myself. Like I just lived at home with my wife at the time and the kids, and I just worked and I just went to the gym all the time. It was in almost like January of 24, I believe, and just like my friends from the lounge just like cut me off for like some reason. Like at the Palms, like I didn't think I was like worse or anything than them as far as like our addictions and everything went, but they made me feel like I was like a worse person. So I never understood why. I've always talked about it to them. I wrote it down like in diaries and everything like that. Like why like I was always like treated different. Like I've always had like homies that like would do worse, but then get like welcomed back like right away. So
So it's been a while now.
mm,
Do you feel like you can answer your own question
about
about why you feel like they feel like you were the more of the bad guy than them?
I mean sometimes like I can answer that for myself, but like I'll truly like never know the answer. Now the way I see it is now, I mean, I guess it's like a halfway answer to the question, but I see like when people start to look at me like in a bad way, it's not because I am the bad person. They're just threatened about the things that I can do. You know what I mean? Like I have homies now that like get mad at me for like leaving the party early, and like I'm like I gotta go home. I have fucking priorities and shit like that.
Yeah.
If my homie's gonna get mad at me for that, then that's not a homie. So,
Mhm.
and I feel like that ties back to like the Palms, like why they're always painting me like as the worst person, you know? Because I still had like shit going on, but I think they were just scared of my potential.
Do you feel like everyone cut you off like at the Palms because it was a you thing, or was it a them thing?
It's half and half. Like I know there was like personal abuse that we had, like even with me and like my best friend like Johnny and stuff like that, and there's just things that were like unspoken, and like I don't want to put the whole blame on myself. Like I feel like everybody's responsible. I know my part of it is not being able to like speak up, and that's the part that I failed on, as far as like communication goes, like with my friends. So, and like I mean we've talked it out before. Like me and Johnny are friends again. Like we had a yelling match. Like literally like yelled at him and told him like every single reason why I got mad at him. Same thing with me and you. So, and again, like I don't blame myself fully, but I do blame the fact that I never spoke up. So,
Do you feel like you've worked on that a lot more and you can definitely speak your mind now?
oh yeah, no, most definitely, yeah. Like I hold it down more. Like I'm still shy sometimes, but I do speak my mind a lot more. I do. Again, it's all reinforcement from other people, like my peers, like you and John, that do believe in me and can see me like as like when I speak my mind, like I can like move people. I do stand on shit now. I can like lead people. So and it's just more reinforcement. Like I believe in myself more to do those things.
Yeah, because I remember before, when you were super shy, kind of to yourself, you were still a cool person, but I feel like you made a whole 360,
Oh yeah, no, most
um,
definitely, yeah,
in your whole personality, you know?
yeah, no, absolutely, yeah. Because I mean, trust me, like the times over there, the palms and like that I've had by myself, like, dude, I don't think you know, but yeah, I've literally like been on the floor, like in the bathroom, like about to like OD and shit like that. Like, nobody knew that, so I've like gone down, but like just like a whole year of like isolation, like really like helped out. So it made me like figure out like who I was, like what I liked, and it's really not like care about like what other people thought. Like
Yeah,
I'm still shy like that, but it's not as bad anymore, you know?
yeah, yeah. It's unfortunate whenever, when it comes to growing pains, you kind of have to isolate yourself and really
Yeah,
take the dagger to your heart and really, really look at your life and your
yeah,
actions and stuff like that.
yeah. No, exactly. Well, again, like that's why I said like I never. Again, like it's just for me like not speaking up. You know what I mean? Like being shy. So now that I open up more, like people understand me more. So like people know who I am more. So
Do you feel like people look at you different now?
oh, yeah, no, absolutely, yeah. And it's crazy because like even like you, like Johnny, like people that have known me before, that knew how shy I was, and the people that I know now, like all my new friends and shit, they would have never thought I was the same person back then, or like vice versa
Yeah,
now.
they had no
Yeah, like
idea.
you would never see me like doing shit like this now.
Uh huh.
So
So that year when
mm,
you're isolated, right? What I know you said you're writing like you had like a journal and stuff, and you're thinking about like what happened or what the stuff you're actually what the actions you've done.
mm,
Like what else did you do to like kind of like reflect on your actions and your past version of yourself
yeah.
to be better?
I mean, honestly, it's just spending more of my like actually just doing things that like I liked and like loved. You know what I mean? Like I got into like playing like magic, like with my coworkers and shit like that, and just doing different things. So like other hobbies that I never thought I would do. So and then honestly, just like spending time with my family, like it was really nice. So because back then, like I used to like care about like my friends and like put myself like before my friends and shit like that. But just like staying at home and like spending time with like my family and like my kids that like looked up to me is like what helped with that most of it. So
You not speaking up, was that kind of like insecurity within yourself?
yeah. Oh no, absolutely. Yeah, it was always like an insecurity. Like I always never, knew what to say to people or like never thought like people that really cared about what I had to say. So and dude, to be honest, that still happens to this day. So like I speak up more often now, but like I'll like if people like don't let me talk in a circle now, I just walk away. Like I'm so like accustomed to like being in a circle of friends and trying to talk. Fucking never get like a word in, I just fucking walk away now. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't never try to like hold myself like on like a higher pedestal like than anybody. But I just like I know that I have a lot more going on. So to worry about like what other people that don't really care about me think or shit that really doesn't matter, like I just move past it.
Yeah.
So
So I know you used to work at Intel, then you got laid off, then you
mm.
got into the DJing shit. Do you feel like that was kind of like a blessing?
Oh yeah, no, most
What happened
definitely.
at Intel?
Yeah, no, it was like it was like a rough time. I was like going through like a divorce with my wife and everything like that. So at that time, like once I got let go from Intel, I got that money. Like I took my daughter on vacation. I upgraded all my things, and then like I even like ballsed up and like I said like there was a list of people that I had to go down to like apologize to, and you're one of them. So like I was like checking all those things off to kind of like restart my life. So everything like felt really good after that. I mean, like, I still get stressed out to this day, but it's not like the most like how I used to be stressed out before. You know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, simple
I was kind
conversation
of
goes a long way,
yeah.
you know?
I just roll with the punches now.
Yeah, for sure. Uh, so whenever you start DJing and stuff, when was the moment you feel like, oh shit, like I can make this a career, like I'm actually like kind of good at this, you know?
There's been small little moments and like milestones that I've gotten to where I knew I was able to do this, and one of them is back in May, G Easy was here, and his homeboys that came to the Palms the night before his show, they liked me, so they wanted to come back to have his after party. Excuse me. And that night I was nervous as shit before he came. Like I wanted to like throw up. I was like gagging and everything before he came. So I was nervous all the way up until he walked in. He walked in, like I didn't give a fuck anymore. I just started playing. And the point where I realized that like I thought that was like semi good enough was when I was fucking mixing his songs together, and he stopped talking to the people that he was with. Like literally, was like stop, move them out of the way, and they came and like walked up to me, and he was like, "Dude, I fucks with this." So like at that point, I was like, well, if he likes it, then other people should like it too.
Mm-hmm.
So and it's just little milestones for me, dude. And, dude, every time I perform and like new people come and like love that shit, like it's always like more of a thing for me that motivates me to be like, yeah, I can do this. I can do this. So.
Mm-hmm. So how was it like
Mm,
teaching yourself? Because teaching yourself a skill, that's super hard. Like no matter
mm.
what skill it is.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely gone through like like trials and like tribulations, like teaching myself, but it's all become very like streamlined for me. Like I don't want to say like I'm the best, and but it did become like very like easy to me, with the way I hear like music and songs. So, because for me like it's just like hearing lyrics and then watching like the graphs on the like on my computer and shit like that. So
Mm-hmm.
just matching everything up. But even to this day, like something that like I said, like it's been easy for me this whole time. But like when you guys come and watch me and everybody looks at what I'm doing, they fucking get lost as shit.
Yeah, that shit. I'm
So
like,
yeah,
I'm thinking hitting the
yeah,
sync button, bro.
yeah. No, and it's more complicated than that too. Like like so other DJs be like, oh, this motherfucker uses a sync button, but dude, it makes everything easier and nothing fucking syncs up right away. That's all I'm gonna say.
What makes a good
Mm.
DJ compared to a great DJ? Because at first I didn't even
That's
know
one
what
of
was the
my
difference.
yeah. No, I tell I live by it all the time, and I've been saying a lot lately. A good DJ will play the songs that you want to hear. A great DJ will play the songs that you didn't know you wanted to hear. You know what I mean? So and that's why I think that's what separates me from a lot of like other people, because there's plenty of other DJs here in the city. They'll play what everybody fucking wants to hear. They'll play all the cuts that everybody wants to hear and shit like that. But for me, I've gotten complimented like just the other day, and it was awesome too. These girls came up to me and they're like, "Dude, you're the nicest DJ." And I was like, "What do you mean?" They're like, "You don't play like ratchet, like twerking music like the whole time." Like they pretty much said like I take them like on a journey. You know what I mean? Like they listen to like white girl shit. We'll get like really ratchet. We'll play some like regular hip hop and R&B. And it's just kind of like up and down for people, and they like that.
How do
So
you know when to play the next song? Like you have a whole playlist saved, or
I honestly don't. I have a reference playlist that has like a couple songs on there, but most of it is just shit that I've like either done before, or like I'll hear it in my ear and I'm like, oh, I should try this next. So, I mean, I do need to get like accustomed to like having a playlist, but this last like 2 years I've been spinning, it's just been all off the top of my head.
wow, just freeballing it, huh?
Yeah, just freeballing. Yeah.
How is it? How is it like reading the room whenever you're DJing? Is that the hard part?
It is the hard part, because let's say we're at a party that we threw, everybody's dancing, like that's completely fine. Like if everybody's dancing, I'm chilling, like that's how you can just read the room, everybody's vibing and shit. But when I get to like more intimate places, like if I'm spinning like at the lounge and shit like that, sometimes I'll be playing and like nobody's like moving, nothing or anything like that. But then like one time I went on a break and my homegirl was like, "Oh yeah, we're all vibing and like we like your shit," and I was like, "Oh, I didn't know." I was like, nobody's moving. She's like, "Yeah, but we all felt that shit." So I was like, "Oh, cool, it's nice to know." So, but yeah, like reading the room's like the number one thing.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know
Mm.
how big of an impact a DJ makes in a room until like you start DJing at the lounge,
Yeah,
and like how like people start head bopping and like they'll actually get up and dance and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Like I
yeah,
can
no,
play the
yeah,
same shit on the TV on YouTube TV,
yeah,
but like if they see like a DJ's actually there like mixing, I feel like
yeah.
it's just a whole different presence.
No, yeah, yeah. They feel like it's like interactive and like that somebody's like there to like cater to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if I see them like bobbing their head to like this song, like I'm gonna play one that sounds similar, or like in the same lane, then they're gonna like it more.
Uh
So
huh. How is it like? I know you want to like appease everybody, but like taking song requests from like fans or other people, like,
uh,
is that shit bug?
it does, dude. Like it's half and half. Like and it depends on the vibe and shit too. You know what I mean? Like and honestly, like politeness too. Like if somebody fucking throws their phone in my face, like saying like, "Oh, play Bad Buddy" and shit like that, like I'll take it sometimes. Like I'll take it as a challenge. I'm like, "Oh, let me see if I can throw that in there," or I'll just fucking like brush it off and shit.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, it's just it's half and half.
Mhm.
It's a love hate thing.
Yeah.
So
How do you handle hate and criticism if people? I'm sure people have told you like you're not good or you're
uh,
okay or you're mid.
yeah, well, and then again, like I believe, to be honest, like the people that say that are the people that don't know how to read a room. You know what I mean? Like I'll have a specific person come into our spot and I just want to listen to hood shit the whole time. And I'm like, dude, this is not the time and place for that right now. You know what I mean? Like we're at a lounge, like there's other like people here. And honestly, like the number one like general rule is like if you can make the girls move, then everybody else should be happy too. So, but yeah, no, like I'll do that. Yeah, that's what it is. Like all the hate and criticism, usually comes from the people that don't know how to read a room. They just want to listen to what they want to listen to the whole time.
How do you feel about like the online presence? Like if in Instagram, like people like comment like you're not that good, or they send you a separate DM saying
Uh,
like you're mid and shit. Does that bother you?
I've never gotten one of those before, but to be honest, it if that would happen now, I'd probably like feel like the pinch, like get hurt a little bit, but it would just motivate me to just be great again.
Mm-hmm.
So and just keep going.
How good do you feel like
So
you are like on a scale of 1 to 10?
I want to say like an 8 right now. Yeah,
An 8?
yeah, I want to say like I'm pretty good right now.
Yeah,
So
because I know you've DJed with DJ Extreme before.
yeah, I DJed for him and everything. Dude, that night I shit my pants because it was just an all reggaeton night. So like I didn't understand what the fuck I was spitting, but I just did it anyway, and I had a great time.
That's cool, man.
So, but I mean, no, it was cool. Like when other DJs like see me and like get so excited and everything like that, that's what like makes me happy too.
Uh huh.
Yeah, just like at our traffic light party, like homeboy Aaron from Scintillate, that dude was on stage with me all night. I didn't even fucking know until I saw him at an after party.
He's just that locked in, huh?
Yeah, no, I was locked in, but then he had like took his beanie off at the party, and I was like, oh fuck, and I saw his shirt, and I was like, oh, you're Aaron. He's like, yeah, I was with you all night.
So whenever you're spinning for that party, and
Mm.
obviously you're locked in, but I'm assuming you looked at the crowd
Yeah.
and you realize like how much people are in there. How'd that make you feel? Like, oh shit, like I'm controlling like this whole
Oh,
room, like I'm like the
yeah.
puppet master or some shit.
Oh no, dude, it was awesome. I enjoyed it so much, especially with you guys all around me too. Dude, everybody around me was like, dude, you're the fucking shit right now. Like it felt good, but I didn't honestly see everybody until maybe like 15 minutes in, because the lights were like super bright, so I couldn't see the crowd. I just saw the first couple people in the first row, and then I forgot what song I threw on, but the lights went dim, and I just saw fucking everybody like all the way to the back, just like screaming and shit. And it felt good. Like I didn't believe it until I saw all like the recap footage and the footage from everybody else's phones. I was like, holy shit! Like it was amazing.
Does
So
that make you nervous? Like, oh fuck, like I gotta make sure I'm doing my job good because I
yeah.
can really kill the vibe like instantly.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. That's why I get mad when I get song requests from like other people, or I get song requests from like the homies and stuff like that. And again, like don't get me wrong too. Like like when you're like next to me, or people like bump me and shit like that. I might try to make sure like I have like everything like locked down. Like I don't want to fuck up in front of people. So that's why I get like super like locked in or like serious sometimes when I'm spinning.
Mhm.
So like I have a good time. There's certain parts where like I'll throw my hands up and I'm enjoying myself. Like for a little bit, I'm like locked in.
But how do you keep your like your nervous and your like your anxiety down, like whenever you're
Um,
spinning with that much people?
oh, dude, no, like I mean, like I don't have anxiety anymore, dude. Once I press that play button, like the anxiety goes away. Even the day of the traffic light party, dude. From the time that I woke up, all the way until I went on, dude, I wanted to throw up the whole time. I was nervous the whole time, and it happens for every big party. Every big party I've done at Gaia's, every big party I've done with you, fucking New Year's, Halloween. I just get, dude, it's butterflies every time, and then fucking play goes away.
Wow,
So
just locked in.
yeah, I'm just locked in, and then the only time again, like I do get nervous or I seem like angry is when I get people like in my face and shit like that. So and it's like other DJs too. Like I'll get other DJs that would never fucking let me back to back or throw a song in with them, but they'll fucking come up to me like, "Yo, play this." I'm like, "Who the fuck are you?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the shit that would get me so mad. So
So I know you haven't been DJing for too long though,
mm,
but you've definitely blown up in Albuquerque. What have you done to like put your name on the map?
dude, honestly, I just being a good person. You know what I mean? Being a good person and then taking everything that I can do. I will spin wherever I can. If somebody offers me something, I'll do it. So like I have had so many like blessings, like working with John at Gaia's. There's not a lot of people or polite people to work with now that spin like hip hop and R&B, and I'm one of the only ones, and that's what a lot of people like me for. Like it's very easy to work with, so that's why I do it. I'll pick up anything that I can get.
Is that your
So
favorite genre to spin for?
yeah, it's definitely hip hop and R&B. I grew up on like '90s hip hop and R&B, so,
Yeah.
and boy bands. So
What's the stigma about a lot of DJs being so cocky? I feel like they get a little bit of emotion and they just think they're just the shit, you know?
yeah, no, I felt that, and I've definitely caught myself like slipping like that sometimes.
Like
And
I can
yeah,
get you can be confident, but like if people are trying to work with you, like
yeah.
it's a team effort at the end of the day, you know?
It's a team effort, and literally like the most like times where I've had to like shut myself down is like if I were to like walk up like to the front of the line of somewhere, that's probably like the most like cocky I've ever gotten and shit like that. But like I'll never be like, oh, I should get this for free because I'm fucking the DJ and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I've always just like tried to be like very humble, and it's because I've worked and seen other DJs that act like that turns me off.
Mhm.
So because I don't want to be that DJ. I don't want to be cocky. I don't want to be like an asshole to anybody.
Yeah. So
So
obviously, whenever you're DJing an event, like you get perks and shit about getting people on the guest list and stuff like that for
yeah.
any event you're spinning. How is that like? Cause I'm sure people will try to take advantage of you and be like,
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, yeah. And everybody goes through it too. Whether you're the business owner, you're the DJ, any part of that production, like you're gonna get people that just come out of the fucking blue and ask you about the guest list and shit. And for me now, just even after this last party, like my guest list now is gonna be very slim. You know what I mean? Like it's just gonna be other fucking DJs that put me on their guest list, and then like the super close homies that I know that'll at least like film for me and like help me like get my shit up there. They're not actually gonna go just for themselves. They're gonna go to help me out. Like I'm bringing a whole crew with me.
mm-hmm.
You know? So and that's the way I see it now. It's how tight it has to be now.
Do you feel like before you were kind of just leaning on who'd you want on the guest list?
Yeah, dude, it was just be ever, dude. Like just like somebody can hit me up out of the blue. I'm like, yeah, sure, fuck it. But then as I grew, that's when I started tightening up, and I was like, I started to value myself more. And I was like, dude, these motherfuckers never hit me up. They never hang out with me. I was like, why do they want to be on my guest list now?
Mm-hmm.
So, and it was funny because I had a conversation with my friend John the other night, or last night. Dude, if they want to be on the guest list, they never had any intention to pay anyway. So it's not like anybody's making money off them, or they're not supporting anything. So whether they come or not, it didn't matter.
I feel like being a DJ, you kind of have to juggle with being like the good guy and the bad guy, right?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, yeah. Because like I'll talk my shit online sometimes, but like, yeah, I can't like go too far, like be too aggressive. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So because at the same time, like I can make myself look bad, but I also have to talk my shit or be aggressive like that because my peers, like they can also make me look bad as well too.
Yeah.
Like the other night, dude, like I have people that I get seen with all the time, and if they're like being creepy and like in like all of our circle of girls like inboxes and shit like that, that makes us all look bad. You know what I mean? Just because they're associated with us.
Mm-hmm.
So I do have to start like watching like who I hang out with, like just in general. So
Why do I feel like being a DJ is super competitive among each other's
yeah,
as far as the other DJs?
dude, here it is. Here, anywhere else, dude, like you'll see fucking like DJs get together, they'll fucking back to back and like hang out and like support each other. But over here, like in my realm of like playing like R&B and hip hop or like top 40 shit or whatever, it's fucking competitive as shit. Like everybody wants to be the shit. So, and I don't know what, I don't know if it's just like a me thing. I don't know if people are like threatened by me or if people just like don't think I'm that good because they're so accustomed to playing like the regular way. So, but yeah, it's competitive as shit out here. No, I can never figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So this past year, obviously you've blown up as being a DJ and stuff like that. What advice would you give someone that's trying to come up on being a DJ,
Mm.
to help them blow up
Oh,
and
dude,
pursue their
yeah.
career?
I mean, just to be humble and then also to practice too. And I don't want to sound like snarky or anything too, because I get people that always hit me up and they're like, "Oh, can you teach me how to spin? Can you teach me how to spin?" And I'm like, I would love to, but like, fucking, you have to be committed and shit like that. Like, I got my first fucking pair of decks for free from my cousin, but like, I got the laptop, I got everything else, and fucking practice with nobody around me and shit like that, just at home before I started like playing for people and shit like that. But now like I get people that like just want to learn, like, oh yeah, let me learn on your decks and shit like that. I'm like, half and half. I'm like, maybe you should go buy yourself a cheap pair and then practice and then show me what you got, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So
There's buying the decks, like I know there's different price points and shit like
mm,
that. Does that actually make a big difference as far as you
uh,
being a good DJ or?
no, I mean to be honest, like I with the decks that I've upgraded to now, like yeah, I paid like 1100 for them and they're not like the best, but they're huge. But like after I started spinning on those and then using the ones that I had before and that I started with, I felt like they were all the same. I mean, there's a couple more like features that each one will get as you advance, but other than that, it doesn't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
And I love showing people that too. So, because I have homies that had like smaller decks, like, oh, I don't have like the ones that you have. I'm like, dude, I can be a monster on yours. I can be a monster on mine. It doesn't fucking matter. So, it honestly doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
So, it just looks nice.
Are you willing to like give people lessons and like actually sit down with them
Yeah,
if
like
they're
yeah,
motivated?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, if they're motivated, like in a more like controlled environment, shit like that, you know. Like if somebody's like willing to come over, we can like set time aside and like teach them how to spin. I would absolutely do that for people. So it's just I just hate when people like walk up to me like, oh, you should teach me how. You should teach me how. And like sometimes I ask them like, why do you want to do like why do you want to DJ? You know,
Yeah.
like do you want to DJ for clout? Like are you like musically inclined and just really do want to DJ? Like those are the questions too. Like I don't DJ for clout. Like I like to DJ. I like to spin. I like to play music for people. So
It's crazy how much clout DJs get though.
yeah, no,
Like,
yeah, it's a lot. Yeah,
you could get popular real quick.
yeah, you can popular real quick and get hated real quick, but yeah, just the popularity that comes with it.
Yeah,
So, oh, dude, all the homies, you know what I mean, everybody wants to be around the DJ and shit.
yeah.
So everybody
How
wants to be on stage.
how does it feel when you get girls fans and obviously girls think that shit's hot whenever you can spin, make their ass shake, and
I mean, to be
it's a
honest, it doesn't like I honestly I don't. It's nice to see when I'm spinning, but like at the end of the day, like I don't give a fuck. Like I know like it's a thing. I'm like yeah, cool. Like I did my shit. Like these girls like twerked and everything like that. But like that's as far as it goes. Like for me, I'll get homies that'll be on stage with me and they're like, dude, like all this fucking ass in your face. Like you can take these girls home if you want. I'm like, I don't care about that, dude. I'm like, I just want to spin and like make everybody happy.
hmm
And that's all it is too. And like everybody knows like my biggest rule, like the only girl that I'll chill with or whatever is one that's honestly like down to hang out with me like when the party's over. You know, because that's what means more. Like I'm not gonna try and have like a one night stand with any of these fans or the girls that are in my face.
yeah.
So
I've heard from a couple DJs that when you're spinning you're like on a certain high, but once you stop and you're kind of like not the center of attention, there's kind of like a what like a down period, or you kind of feel sad. Do you
yeah,
get that same thing?
um, it's half and half. That's actually a really good question. Nobody's ever asked me that, and that's actually good because there's some nights like where I will go home like after I'm done spinning. It could be the fucking sickest night ever. And then yeah, like I'll feel like lonely, like on the way home. I'm like, damn, like I just fucking performed for all these people and like no love, or like I don't see like videos like on my Instagram or anything like that. Like that's it, you know. So
Mhm.
it's like that sometimes, and that's actually a good question that you ask.
Yeah.
So I mean now like I mean like you dude even like after the traffic light part, I was just happy. I was like, dude, we fucking did that shit. Like I was on a high, you know. But then yeah, again like yeah, there's some nights I go home and I'm like, damn, I just did this for all these people. I'm like, I'm just a regular guy still going
What
home. Yeah.
what was your favorite moment of DJing? Like your very favorite moment of DJing?
To be honest, it was just recent, dude. It was the traffic light party. That was the best because I had so many of my peers that were there. Dude, people that I even know or that I thought didn't like me fucking were there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Fucking after everything was over, I fucking opened up my Snapchat, my Instagram. I had videos from people that I fucking didn't know were there, and they fucking loved that shit. And I was so happy. But, dude, my favorite was when you were fucking like on me, dude. He was like, dude, you're fucking cooking right now. And then the girl next to me, she's like, you're fucking him right now. I was like, fuck. Like, I didn't know
Yeah,
what was
you're on
going on.
fire.
Yeah. Like yeah, like so many people like reinforced that. And that was literally like when I had like a good time. That was like the moment I was like, dude, this is awesome as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
So
funny because I even showed you a picture of some random fools. You're like, bro, those people used to fucking hate on me.
yeah, dude, yeah, and you're right, dude. Like I at first like when I saw them on the thing, I was like, fuck those guys. But then I was like, yeah, you're right, dude. Those guys used to hate him. Like, but now they're fucking paying and they're fucking screaming at me like they're little girls and shit like that, you know. So I was like, yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
it was a way better way to look at everything.
It's crazy what music does to like your body and your soul. Like you
Yeah,
just go crazy, you know?
no, no, I love it, dude. I feel like music's like a time machine for me. Like I can always bring up a song that'll always remind me of like a certain like event in my life or like a certain feeling. That's like how I see it too. Like when I play for people,
Mhm.
like I play to people like at people's like heartstrings and shit like that.
Yeah.
Because I could play a song like there's times I played songs like for you and you're like, oh, this shit reminds me of high school and shit like that, you know? And
Yeah.
you get like happy. So that's how I see it. Like you can always like rock people's emotions like with music.
For sure.
It's a powerful thing.
So obviously you're looking forward, right?
Yeah.
But I'm sure you've looked in the past and be like, oh shit, like I've came along great. Are you proud of yourself?
Oh, dude, I'm very proud of myself, dude. If I can go, dude, fucking the person I was 2 years ago wouldn't believe that shit. I'd be like, what the fuck? You're doing this now? You know? So, I mean, I'm still, like, again, like, I'm still shy. There's things that I have to work on. Next thing is, like, you know, talking to the crowd more with a mic and everything. But, I mean, like, other than that, yeah, dude, I'm super proud of myself for
You,
where I am.
you know what's crazy about you? Because I've known you for so long. I
Yeah.
feel like you've kind of like tried to dabble in so many things
Yeah.
and you've never really found yourself. But I feel like DJing is you. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
that's
Like,
your
yeah, like it
role.
fits. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because
Like,
you
I
worked
found,
at the
yeah.
lounge for a little bit. Worked at Intel. You did like
Yeah.
those egg roll shits.
Yeah. I tried to be a chef for a little bit with Lumpia and everything.
Yeah,
So, I always try to find something, like, I would always be great at it, but it was never, like, what I was supposed to do.
yeah, like your
Well,
passion, like
yeah.
that really hits your heart.
Yeah, but like being a DJ now, I'm like, yeah, this is where it's at right now.
Yeah,
Like, this is where it's at for me. Like if I fucking like I've had some people like give me advice or like give me like give me compliments and shit like that. Like how I'm always like nervous and everything. Dude, I'm nervous whether I'm about to play like a big show or if I'm about to just play at the lounge for the night for a couple hours. I'm always nervous. I don't even know if you see me, but like when I'm at the lounge and I'm like setting up my shit, I'm shaking and shit already. So Like I'm always shy, but I had a friend tell me, he's like, dude, if you never get scared, then that means if you're not scared, then you're not supposed to do it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So like, if it does, if you know, if you're not scared to do it or not nervous, then something, I forgot how it went.
Yeah. How is it like DJing? I know obviously you're trying to grow this as a career. Do you see yourself moving out of state and being a
Yeah.
big time DJ in like Cali or in Vegas or some shit, or do you plan on just staying local?
No, no, I definitely don't plan on staying local, and that's why I'm really proud of myself like this year because I worked hard all last year, just taking gigs for like free, just picking up like whatever I can. And now this year, like the ball's like really moving to like go other places. Like I'm traveling like this year, so there's things that we're going to Vegas, we're going to California. Like we are doing it. We are traveling this year.
Mhm.
So and I'm starting to pick up like more things like to have like a DJ career and like things under my belt
Mhm.
because there's other people that believe in me and they want to take me to those places. So
Yeah. I like how you said you took a lot of free gigs. Do you feel like a lot of upcoming DJs have to take free gigs just to kind of put their name out there?
I believe so. Yeah, I think that's the thing. Like I don't know any other DJ or I don't have too many DJ friends where we've talked about like how we've come up, but I feel like that's just like a thing. You know what I mean?
Uh huh.
I mean, even for me, like people like used to ask me like, "Oh, how much do you charge?" I'm like, "Oh, I'll just do it," because I wasn't that confident in myself. But now like I'll put a price on myself. Like if people were to ask me like how much I charge, so it's kind of like one of those things like trying to like value yourself.
Do you
So
think Albuquerque is kind of a thrifty market when it comes to paying DJs and shit like that? Because I've heard a lot of
uh,
DJs like, oh, we don't get paid shit, or
yeah,
our wage is ass.
yeah. No, and I mean like it is true and shit like that. Like I've heard those things, but like for me, it's just honestly for like the love of the game. Like I like to spin. I don't give a fuck. So if somebody's not gonna play somewhere because they're not paying enough, I'll go fucking take that shit just because I want to play.
Mhm.
So
What entities or like businesses or groups you like spinning for?
um, I mean generally right now it's Hookah Kings and then guys. Those are my two spots that I care about. I mean, those, my best friends, both own them, and I really care about those places, and like I want those places to come up. So, and that's why I like spinning at those places.
Mhm.
So, and those are my two favorite places. So you can always catch me there.
How's
So,
it like spinning at guys? Because it's just like it's so different. Like sometimes you got EDM nights and hip hop nights. Is it?
I mean, like I have appreciation for like all music, so I mean it's fine. I mean, you won't catch me like spinning there like on an EDM night. I can spin EDM, but I don't like. I'll chill and support the homies. Like I'm there for support. So, but I mean, like it is different. You can tell the difference between like a college like hip hop and R&B party versus like a fucking like EDM party. There's two different crowds.
Mhm.
So, but I like all music, so I can never like really judge. I
Yeah.
mean, playing at Hookah Kings is a completely different animal too. I mean, most nights it's like super chill, everybody there's just vibing and shit like that. But there's nights where me and you and I'll fucking play, and there'll be fucking girls like shaking their asses on the floor, and you'll be like, "What the fuck's going on?"
Yeah. I remember there was
So,
a Monday and it was
mm.
just four girls in there.
Oh
And that shit was
yeah,
dead, and you had them jumping. I'm like,
yeah.
dog,
Remember, I just
what
wanted
is
to
going?
practice for a second. I was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna practice." And they walked in, dude, and you're like, "Dude, just fucking turn it up," and I was like, "Sick." So yeah, I think that was the moment too. Yeah, because it was when we first started hanging out again. I think that was like one of the moments you're like, fuck, dude, having a DJ does make a difference.
Yeah, I didn't. Obviously, I thought just like a perk, but it is a huge difference,
Yeah,
bro.
it is a difference. And like, I think like, I mean, I don't know if you feel the same way, but like, like Johnny would always ask me to like spin when he's working and stuff too. I think he likes it too. It's like a calming thing too. Because again, like when people see me spin, it's like they have another person like catering to them, like carrying, helping them with their emotions or setting the vibe for the night for them.
No, no, it for
So
sure sets the vibe.
yeah, so I think that's like it's like people like when I spin for them,
Uh huh.
whether it's dead or not.
How is it like spitting when you're working with other artists? Is that kind of hard or not really?
I mean, I definitely learned my lesson. I had one person tell me that they'll never work for artists again and gave me the advice. And the two times I did work with an artist, I kind of was just, yeah, definitely like turned off by it. And I mean, I might give another artist a chance, like if it was more like organized. But these last two times were just horrible as shit. So, yeah, I'm definitely like on the fence of like working for artists. If an artist wants to work with me, like it's definitely going to be like, yo, like, what's your fucking set list? This is what we're going to do. Like everything has to be organized.
Mhm.
That's all it is.
And so,
So.
do you produce like your own beats and shit, or are you
I
working
mean,
on that?
I've dabbled into it, but that's the next move is learning how to produce because I don't want to be famous for playing other people's songs. I want to eventually like have my own tracks or at least like beats. Like I still want to DJ. Yeah, I'm gonna play other people's songs, but I don't want that to be like my niche thing. After that, to be able to like produce and have my own shit.
Is that
So
what make a DJ famous? Is producing their own shit?
Yeah, it's being yeah. That's the next step for it. Because if you don't, you're just gonna be stuck like as a club DJ. You know what I mean? Like that's where you're gonna be at. You're gonna be stuck as a fucking club DJ doing the same shit until you start
Yeah.
producing your own thing.
Uh huh.
So,
Would you
you know,
prefer
or you
like?
end up on a fucking reality show.
Would you prefer like like claiming residency at like a dope ass club and just spinning every weekend there?
Oh, dude, I would absolutely love that. Yeah. I mean, if I find like a club in Vegas and like spending the weekends and just fucking 5 days out of the week or 4 days just fucking chill, that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
So,
So I know Library and Canvas. Obviously, Canvas is closed now, but before I
mm,
feel like they all had their own set of DJs, and if you're in that
mm.
clique, you couldn't get in and spin.
Oh no, yeah, most
How did
definitely.
it feel that like you feel like you were one of the best and you couldn't really get there
Uh,
to spin?
it got to the point where I had my it was last year. So a lot of those guys that I grew up with those guys, those were all like homies of mine. But I had to grow up quick because I had a kid first, and they didn't. So a lot of those guys like shut me out because I had like met like adult up real quick, and not a lot of people know that. So I've always like been shut out of like that circle. And you know, some of it's my fault too, because when I was young, I'd always be like all like in love with like some girl and shit, and like wouldn't go out with the homies anymore, and, like ditch them. But yeah, like once I had my kid, like they all just kind of like abandoned my ass. So as I came up like as a DJ, like part of my motivation was to like show those guys. I was like, dude, I can fucking do this and shit. So like even you know there's specific parties that like my homies would throw every year. Like my cousin would come down from LA and he would spin, and they would never put me on the fucking lineup. And I barely just got on the lineup like this year in November. So and it's one of those like lessons too to where like not to you know hold on to like hate or anything for too long and shit like that. So that was cool. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Whenever you start like a new hobby or new venture in life, I feel like a lot of family members aren't supportive of like that person's dream and
Oh,
shit. How did your family react when you said like I'm gonna do this shit full time? Like I'm gonna
oh,
really do this.
dude. To be honest, I still don't know to this day. Yeah, I mean, I've always been like the black sheep of my family, like on both sides. Like, so, I mean, like now, like my mom thinks I'm crazy for doing it, but I think they're starting to see like more of like the positives of it and like how excited I am. Because before, yeah, like I was just spinning at the hookah lounge, just like my mom was just like, oh, that's all you're doing, that's all you're doing. But now, like I talked to her about like the shows and everything that's going on, and even dude, even like my ex-wife, she hates that I'm a DJ because she know like I was always like shy in our relationship. And now that like I'm opening up and being like the man that she like almost like wanted, like where she wanted to see me, and we're not together, like she hates it, but like, she still supports me. She's seen like how far I've come, just like you guys. So I'm not shy anymore. Like I'm doing things like this. I'm on a fucking podcast with you right now,
Yeah.
laying it all out.
Yeah,
So
you showed me your analytics on your Instagram that your shit's cracked right now, bro.
yeah, no, I know. I didn't believe it when I was ahead of you the other day. I mean, I dropped, but yeah, when I was ahead of you the other day, it was wild as shit.
Yeah.
So it's because I fucking collab with Hotspot. Yeah, but that's the game. That's the game, though. That's the game. You have
Yeah.
to collab with people.
No, you
That's
do a good job of collabing with a lot of people and,
yeah,
stepping out.
yeah,
Because I feel like you really stepped out of your shell and, like, you're everywhere, bro.
yeah. Nah, that's what I'm saying, dude. I'll pick up whatever I can get, dude. I don't want to fucking put myself on a pedestal or be like an elitist and shit like that, like all these other companies where everybody thinks they're like hot shit. You know what I mean? Like I don't want people to like walk out of the way. Like when I walk into a room, I want people to fucking be like, oh shit, Pascal's here, like and be excited.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I want the opposite. I want people to like enjoy when I walk into places.
Yeah.
So
So do you see yourself being, like, a celebrity DJ one day? Or you just spinning at fucking private mansion parties for
private mansion parties.
multimillionaires
I
and...
mean, that would be a dream. I would love to do that. I definitely feel like I'm on the right track for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because right now, like, I'm not, you know, I've only been in this like 2 years, but I can definitely see like there's a bright future in like DJing for me.
Mm-hmm.
So, because everybody's starting to see me for me now, like what I can actually do, and that's like the more appreciative part. And also, at the same time, like I have to like watch my back because people are gonna start to see me, and you know, they might learn some things from me or like take some things which I'm proud of, but now it's gonna start getting more competitive. You know what I mean? Like you said, like people are gonna know like my tricks. People are gonna know like the way I spin and shit.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I think it's a bright future. I'm
Mm-hmm.
excited.
So I know whenever you had that 1 year of isolation and shit like that, what advice would you give someone that's struggling with mental health and struggling to find their identity?
It's actually a good one. I mean, I just told this to my homegirl earlier. There's a difference of like having like the whole attitude of being in isolation and just being like kind of like carefree. And sometimes you just have to say fuck it and just like focus on yourself. I mean, because a lot of things that I held on to, I was just overthinking so much. Like, I was like, dude, why do my friends hate me? Like, what did I do? And shit like that. And I just kind of let that all go and I just focused on myself. I met new friends at work. I was just again like I was doing like other hobbies and shit like that. I was focusing on me, and that's all it is. So if anybody's like having like issues like that, dude, just focus on yourself. None of the other bullshit matters. That's it.
Mhm.
So just focus on yourself, and then people that fucking you think you worry about or overthink about, if they're not there, like don't worry about that shit. Just focus on the people that are around you.
Mhm.
So
Do you
like yeah.
do you feel like having a good core of friends is really important in life?
Yeah, oh, dude, it's absolutely important. It's always good to have like a support team. Like, yeah, like there's people that be like, oh, I can fucking do this shit on my own and shit like that. Oh, I've been alone since Florida, like that. You know, but no, I mean like having like a good like set of friends that you can still call or whatever that you can rely on is always a good thing too as well. Like I wouldn't be where I am right now if I didn't, if me and you weren't friends anymore. Like me, I didn't fucking meet John John. Me and John John fucking ride like every day and shit like that, and it's always like business moves. You know what I mean? Like the biggest thing I hate is I love all my friends and care about everybody so much, but it's to the point like at the end of the night where I'm sitting next to some motherfucker that's like talking about making moves, but not doing shit. That's the most annoying thing I
Yeah.
fucking hate. Or they just keep fucking putting obstacles in front of themselves.
Mhm.
I'm like, bro, like if you didn't know like where I came from, like you like wouldn't have shit to say right now. Like I came from like so much,
Mhm.
so but like
How
people don't
does
understand.
it feel whenever you're hanging out with people? Because you're a little older than a lot of the people you hang
Yeah.
out with. How does it feel whenever you look at people like, oh shit, like, you know, they really got to
Uh,
get their lives together, or maybe this isn't
uh.
the crowd for me.
Yeah, yeah, it's half and half. You know what I mean? Like now, like in the kind of like circle that I am, there's like a couple of people that are like closer to my age and everything. But yeah, like I'll hang out with people that are like 10 years younger than me. I'm like, yo, I gotta go home and shit like that, you know. And like like they're living their lives, and like I'll give them advice, but then some of them are doing good. It's just half and half. Like I'm never gonna judge anybody. You know what I mean? Like I'm not one to like judge because I've been through so much. So sometimes I kind of like take a step back, and I was like, you'll go through it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've
Mhm.
had friends that like, and it's crazy to say like a lot of the people that I meet now, like out like at afters and everything, are in the same boat that I was like last year. A lot of the people that I see, like they don't know it, but I can tell that they're all like they don't want the party to end. A lot of people that I hang out with, like they want to hang out because they have other things that they're scared of. They're scared to go home to like, like their spouse. They have like issues at home and shit like that. There's something that everybody's like fighting, and they never want the party to end, so we just hang out all night. And that's how it was like 2 years or last year. So I mean, like it's a wild ride. And, like I never want to give anybody advice or tell anybody what to do, but I can read it, and I'm just always there for them.
Do you feel
So,
like you still battle with like depression or like
oh yeah,
loneliness and stuff like that?
oh yeah, no, dude. Like every day, dude. Like things will get me. Like I get through it more and more, or sometimes like I'll speak my mind now and shit like that. You know about it, and like it's one of those things that will never go away. But the more I try to like get over it or like do more things to, like improve, like it just gets smaller and smaller. You know.
Mhm.
So it'll just be like a small like thought now.
Is it
Yeah.
crazy whenever you see someone like you haven't seen in a couple years and they talk to you and you're like, oh shit, like you're a totally different person?
Oh yeah, no, it's amazing. Yeah, especially for the girls. I love fucking turning all those bitches away. Dude, like all girls, I'll have girls I used to try to talk to before. They're like, "Oh my god, you look so good now. You're a DJ," and I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, get out of my face. So that's my favorite. That's where I'm at right now. So like, not to sound like cocky or anything like that, but I'm like, I'm proud of who I am now, and I have to like stand on that and can't like fall to like now that people that I want now, like I'm pleasing them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
What's your upcoming goals you have for your life or your career?
I mean, just to continue to excel is like being a DJ, like picking up the gigs I can get, meeting new people, networking, obviously like trying to produce. I just want to create a life for like me and my daughters to be like comfortable. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So like I don't want to like fucking have like a mansion or anything like that. To be like DJ Khaled or anything, but I just want to be comfortable.
Bro, fuck DJ Khaled.
Yeah, okay, dude. Free Palestine.
Yeah, bro. Fucking pussy. Never talk about Palestine, bro.
Yeah,
But
neither does French Montana. I'm just kidding.
yeah, bro. But
Oh,
yeah, I've known you for so long, bro. It's dope to see you come up, dog.
oh yeah, no, absolutely, dude.
You flipped night and day, dog.
Yeah,
So it's
it's
sick to see
amazing.
you
Yeah.
fucking like making your city proud, people proud. Like,
Oh
bro,
yeah.
you're
Mhm.
yeah. I'm like when you spend all that shit, I'm like, damn, that's my dog,
Yeah,
bro.
no, yeah, no, trust me. That's my boy. Now I know why you do this. So no, it's awesome, especially like again, like hanging out with like people that used to know me before that are on this ride, like you and Johnny. You more specifically, because Johnny's he does his own thing now. But like even when me and you were talking the other, like one time we were talking in the lounge, and you're like, "Dang, do you have white teeth?" I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And you're like, "I've never seen you smile before." I was like, oh shit, like it was like a compliment. They're like, yeah. I was like, oh, they're like, yeah, you smile more. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm happier now.
Yeah, you're actually funny, dog.
Yeah, I'm funny now. Yeah, I was funny before, but now I'm funnier. So
Spring break
spring
forever.
break forever. Yeah, exactly. So it's just shit like that. Like I just try to be happy with everybody that I'm with right now. I'm not 100% happy all the time, but you know, we all do our best.
Yeah, that's cool, bro. I'm glad to see you come up and got out of your shell, and I expect to be a fucking. You expect you to be a celebrity DJ, dog. We're gonna be
Yeah.
right back to each other, neck to neck.
Oh, dude,
That's
we're gonna
my
be there.
boy.
That's my boy, dude. Every fucking party, it's gonna get worse and worse until you're holding me. Yeah, until you're holding my waist. Like you're my boy. I mean, what the fuck?
Oh
It's not
shit.
gonna be a girl this time. It's just gonna be you're gonna be holding me. It's my boy.
Yeah, just want to say I'm proud of you, bro.
Thank you, dude. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's dope. Crazy come up story. Obviously, whenever we drop this podcast, I'm gonna tag your Instagram so
Thank
people
you.
can hit you up, and if they need, I'm sure if anyone needs some advice or anything at all, they can hit
Oh,
you up in your DMs and shit.
yeah, dude. Yeah, just as long as they listen. Yeah, because people ask me for advice. They'll be like, "Yo, can I get your advice?" And then I'll start saying something, and then they just fucking cut me off, and they keep talking. I'm like, "All right, I'm not giving you advice anymore."
Just go fuck myself, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'll just go fuck myself. You just want somebody to like listen to you and just agree.
Yeah,
So,
for sure, bro. But appreciate you coming on here, bro.
thank
Talking a
you.
little bit about your story and your come up and your future goals and shit. I'm sure Albuquerque is rooting you on. You got some haters, but most people love you, dog, and most people
Thank
care
you.
about you, dog. I care about you, bro. I expect big things out of you, dog.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. And before we end today's podcast, I want to give a huge shout out to our two main sponsors. We got Hookah Kings and Marina Media. And I see you guys next time on the Smart Talk.